This section is called UI Components Library. In this section we are going to take a look at UI components in general, admin panel grids, admin panel forms, and checkout. This video is called UI Components Overview, and here we are going to take a look at UI Component Layout Element, Magento UI Model, and UI Components Declaration. So, what are UI components? We can take a look on UI components as a user if we'll go to admin panel. Here, let's navigate to Products, Catalog. Here you see thumb loader while grid is rendering. This is because almost all elements of this page are rendered using Knockout.js, so they are rendered on front-end side. And all elements on this page are UI components. So the grid itself is a UI component, mass sections is a separate UI component, pagination UI component, filters, and views and columns are also part of bookmarks UI components. You can see the difference if you'll compare the new grids in admin panel to old grids, such as widgets. As you can see, they're slightly different. Not all functionality is on widgets grid. That's because widgets grid is not refactored to new components yet. And let's go back to catalog. I would like to open page source to show you how actually this component is rendered. If you will open page source and navigate somewhere in the middle, you will see script with type xMagento init. Let me go closer. And so you will find such big piece of JSON format, and that's how UI components are rendered. Backend is providing a JSON configuration for rendering the components, and components themselves are rendered on front-end side. That provides a big space for flexibility and extensibility, and also for customization of behavior of UI components. Let's take a look on UI components in code. Here I have Magento Framework View Layout element open, and as you can see, UI components are added to the types of layout elements. So now you can use UI component declaration in layout the same way as we have used block declaration in layout. Let's take a look on different UI components definitions from Magento UI model. And here there are. This file is from Magento UI model, located under view base UI component etc definitions.xml. So it's a basic configuration of UI components. You don't have to pay attention to all detailed params of declaration. However, you might want to take a look on basic nodes, which are types of UI components. So here is listed UI component that can be used for rendering grids, subcomponents for listing like pagination, filter, different types of filters, mass sections, actions, columns is also a separate component used inside grid component, and many more, including forms and field sets. The main idea of using UI component is that the most part of appearance and behavior is configured in XML. That's making UI components extendable from other models. And that's make it so powerful. So I hope you like UI components, and we are going to use them in the next video for rendering grids.